working now. Finally got onto the stream. It took a minute to get everything set up. I'll give it a few minutes for people to come in. Just gonna get myself situated. Get my lamp. Give myself some light to do this work. I think my mic should be pointing up. I'm gonna be facing down. Got gloves today. Alright, so let me rotate this. Alright, that should be better. What's up, Salted? Does the KBD67V2 support split backspace? I would check the solder PCB. The hot swap PCB definitely does not. I mean, if you look at the picture of the PCB, I can get a better idea. Maybe if you link it. Yeah, if you need 7U and split backspace, you got to do solder for sure. Yeah, the hot swap is just 6.25U, full backspace, so you can't really change anything. I don't even know if you can do stepped caps, unfortunately. The thing 6.5 you can, but I don't know about the KBD67 Mark II. Yeah, well, it's how it is with hot swap boards. You're locked to a layout. That's why most people don't like hot swap. Trying to get that KBD67 Mark II? Let me move my mic over. Yeah, let me grab my gray real quick. It's just like the one in my sound test, right? There's a little hard light on this because of my lamp. Let me turn it away. Yeah, gray is very nice. I think. Push this back, give myself some room. Alright. What's up, Obi? Yeah, Obi got a lot of switches, man. I'm just trying to do my one. Oh, I need my lamp. Oh, but you should, if you're gonna flip these or sell these, you should really spring swap them, man. I don't know if people are gonna buy them with the 78 gram. I'm using TX films here, yeah. 78 grams is a tough sell. And if they have the spring swap, I don't know if they'd want to buy it. My 2 cents. Anyway. H1 springs are too heavy, man. Yeah, they're heavy. Dude, I'm trying to wear gloves to be like safe and stuff, but it's making my hands sweat. Just want to highlight that Krellbit finally, like said, that Krytox is not safe to be putting onto your skin. So don't like brush it on. I mean, if you do something like this, maybe you can brush it on, but don't brush it on directly to your skin. It's not good. My buddy said he was lubing for a while, and he was putting on the same part of his wrist, and then he couldn't moisturize it after. It was just dry forever. Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm sweating like crazy right now. Yeah, well, people screenshotted that ping to me. Oh look, I got a chat here now. I have my tablet. Let me show you. So I got the vertical chat. It's gonna look right here. Yeah, oh, you don't get over your fingers. I mean, fingers are okay, I guess, but make sure you wash them like really well. But try not to get a lot. I use as many tools as I can. I usually get it on my hands when I'm doing the wire, because it's really hard to avoid it. So I need to get less of this lube right here. My last stem was a little heavy. I need to check the sound too. Dude, when I watch back my stream, like I don't even hear the music. I mean, I hear it here, but the way I set up my mic, it doesn't pick up anything. And I think I lower it too much. Who said this? Let me try to read. Designation Rock. Any good critical thoughts on the keyboard community? No? Maybe some of the people right now buying stuff maybe shouldn't be buying stuff? That's all I got. Because we're in a pandemic, you know? But you do you. I'm not gonna police you. Alright, I'm gonna make sure it's hitting this on the focus. Alright, hopefully that did it. Let me see. Is it focusing on my hand? Oh, come on. Come on. We're just gonna let it ride. It'll do what it does. How's everyone doing tonight? It's finally Friday. I had a pretty long week. Freaking working like crazy. I worked like 60 hours this week. And it's only Friday. And if y'all don't know, for you youngins, 80 or 40 hours is a normal work week. I worked basically 1.5 work weeks. What's up, One Click You Die? How's it going? I'm gonna get your board fixed this weekend. Waiting for your ultrasonic cleaner, huh? What are you trying to clean with them? Designation Rock. I cleaned these last night. I used an ultrasonic cleaner to clean out these. There wasn't that much lube on them, but there was still a thin layer, and I was like, you know, I'm not gonna lube till tomorrow anyway. Might as well just go ahead and clean them. Then I got this new fancy lube tech courtesy of Perry. I'm gonna check my sound real quick. Keep forgetting. What the heck? Alright, so y'all can actually hear the music this time. That's good. Stabs. Yo, if you've lubed stabs, I don't know if an ultrasonic cleaner is going to do the job. It's pretty thick and heavy on stabs. I would hit it with a toothbrush first and try to get something small to get into the actual housing. One Click You Die said pretty busy today learning programming stuff. Programming stuff for what? Keyboards or some unrelated? You don't need to learn how to program too much for keyboards. One Click You Die asked, does anyone know how lubing started or why? Dude, that's a good question. When I came in, it was already established. At first, when the first time I heard about it, people were like, yo, I use this lube, it's so much better. And the concept of people swearing by certain aerospace grade lubricants for keyboard switches is kind of hilarious to me. And here I am, a few months later, and I'm like doing exactly what I was making fun of people doing. Let's see if I can get this even tighter. Oh, unrelated programming. The crazy programming. I don't know how to do that programming. I had to do a little bit of that for school. Okay, now the freaking camera is focusing on the mic. Alright. Alright, we're good now. Learning programming is a good skill to have. I feel like this needs to be lower. Trying to switch careers in your 30s. It's never too late. As long as you enjoy it. I don't enjoy programming in the least. Not at all. When I took it in school, I just barely survived. What's up, yo, so easy? I try to pre-lube some of this so you don't watch me lube the entire time. So all I have to do right now is all the stems. I don't lube the top housing. So stems, drop them in, and then I'm gonna do the last 20 because there's 50. This is a 5x10. 10, 5. So I'm gonna do 20 more, and I should be done for the KBD67 Mark II. I'll go do the rest later. I don't feel like going for another like 2 hours. So far, this took me two Netflix episodes, so like 2 hours. I didn't really count it. I was just kind of like relaxing, watching my show. But it took a while. I want to get these up so I can sound test it and really see if they're a good switch to get. Does anyone know if these are actually going to rerun? Or is this it? Is there going to be another vendor? One Click You Die asks, which show are we watching now? I'm watching The Money Heist, I think. The one like in Spain. Pretty good show. There's too much lube on this. Salted, you trying to yoink these H1s? You want lubed H1s, grab them from Obi. This is all I got. I don't even know if they're coming back, man. I'm gonna put these... If they sound good, I'm gonna put them in the green Savage I got on Thursday. So that Savage is coming Monday. And if these are lubed and ready to go, after I test them in the 67 Mark II over there, I'm put them in the Savage and lock them in. So when I'm lubing, I'm trying to make sure I get the top of the stem too. I'm gonna try to zoom this in a little bit actually. Oh, let me get to my chat again. Salted says, what are you gonna put in the IDB when you decide that creams are too much? West German vintage blacks are gonna be the move for now. After I do these H1s, those are my next switch. Alright, let's try to mess around with the camera real quick. So the camera should be focused in the middle now. Hit my hand. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, my ugly thumb. Alright. Yeah, so unfortunately I have to lube a set of Gateron inks too. And I'll have those hanging around. I think I'm gonna put inks into my secret board coming next. It's gonna be June now. My boards are supposed to come in May, They're coming in June or July because of the pandemic, you know. One Click You Guys says you can sign up for a restock email from Novelkeys. It's true. I've never used those emails. I don't even know if they send it out. Honestly, I put stuff on restock and never get email. SJasper313, thank you for the follow. So I haven't actually gotten the emails. I actually just check the newsletter, or I just wait for my friends to tell me. Crafted Skill, thank you for the follow. What's up, Aaron? Oh my god, that's so messy. When you said you were gonna come watch the stream, I was like, oh no, that means I gotta do it now. I was chilling out with some vibey music. I don't know. I just don't. This is my jam, my kind of music. Craft a skill. What are these keyboards normally used for? Use them for everything, man. I use them to talk to people on Discord. Alright, so I'm like focusing right here. Will the camera get me? Okay, the camera has me. S. Jasper asked, that lube station is 3D printed? It is. I don't know where it came from, but there's a lot of files and stuff. What's up, Jack Static? What's up, Jax? Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Dang, I appreciate you, man. All the boys going on the Rukia R2. Y'all should check out the Rukia R2. Everyone that I've met holds that board to high esteem. Even like the ballers who got like the really, really nice stuff, they keep a Rukia around. Even in Teja's latest streams, he got the Rukia around. Lala Island says, I think Prime QB has one very similar. Yeah, there's a lot. If you're gonna get one, I would try to get one that's the full size. It may take up more space, but I'd rather do this all in one go than 2 runs. So this says fits 50, so if you do 100 switches, you need 2 runs. Everyone heard that? Rukia R2 ends Sunday night. Don't miss out. Like, for some reason, at the same time, me and like 3 other friends really, really wanted Rukias. We were all hunting on RMM. I think the hype board right now is a KBD 67 Mark II. My video on it has been blowing up. Just the sound test. So I think that restock coming in a week or 2 is gonna be pretty spicy. So you heard that, Craft a Skill? Make sure you're ready for that restock. Sign up for the email. I'll let you know if I get some more information later. The KBD 67 Mark II. That one's coming back. I'm gonna adjust my mic again. It's really hard to get consistent audio because I'm always moving around in respect to the mic. Alright, good. I better see you with the order confirmation for that KBD 67 Craft a Skill. Lala Island says KBD 67 is a gateway drug for real. Jack says it's a great value. It is amazing value. It goes head to head with the Savage, and if you can't get the KBD 67 Mark II and you're comfortable at least learning how to solder, Canon Keys makes a Savage 65, which is a great alternative. I actually prefer the Savage 65, but my purpose for having KBD 67 Mark II is for switch testing, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm lubing some switches. I'm gonna test it. Coming in sometime next week will be blueberries. So my order of lubing is gonna be H1s. Then I'll be doing the West German Vintage Black to see if it's even worth the hype, trying to hunt down vintage switches. Then I'm gonna hit the blueberries for some tactile flavor because I haven't done tactiles in a long time. I even got Kibo films ready for that because of the cream housing. And I'll be taking a break from lubing because lubing is not my favorite thing to do. So if I had a chance, I would hire someone out. Like usually I hire Zen. He did the switches for my clients for that HJ75, and it worked. It was really good. The sound was sick. AE my sec asks, do you open all your switches at once? I do. So when I begin switching, I disassemble them, put them into these bags. So this has all stems. This has all bottom housings. This has top housing. You can do a bowl, cup. I just use bags just because I can close them up and they don't fall everywhere. Yeah, Vince will be pretty exciting. I've never had Vince. Zerkowski says he'll lube for cheap. The problem with hiring someone to lube is you need to have samples. Just like hiring someone for building, commissioning. And it's hard to get a sample without paying them the first time. So it's kind of tough. I haven't lubed in a while. I tend to like to lube my own switches. So that's why I'm doing them today. I most likely will be keeping these per the sound test. They sounded pretty good. Mostly because I ran out of inks. I only got one set left. And I'm not a fan of just having one switch for all my boards. I know I like switches, but I don't like them that much. I like to have variety of have multiple boards. Zukowski, where are you at though? Aren't you far? When I need switches lubed, I need them fast. Zen's in LA, so it's super close. Zerkowski asks, do you use the TX springs and inks? I use TX springs and everything. Yeah, Illinois is kind of far. Illinois, not Illinois. Gotta speak English correctly. AE my sec, doing one kind of switch every board is good for direct comparisons for boards, but not much else. That's true. And if you want to sacrifice your collection just to have a sample, that's great, but I don't want to do that. For me, the reverse is try a bunch of different switches in the same board. So that's what a hot swap tester is for. Zerkowski asks, do TX springs change the sound profile at all? Springs do not change the sound profile. Except bad springs, you can hear a crunch at the bottom. A my sex says for science, I'm not sacrificing my collection that cost me real money for science. I'll do a middle ground, I'll do some testing like this, but I don't know about science. Can't like some people really like gather on inks, so they use inks for everything. I'm trying to zoom this in a little bit more. Oh, that's literally as as tight as I can go. My camera's like super high up because I can't do it top down because I don't have the setup for it. So I just put on a tripod. I got real freaking high and it's pointed down. And I zoomed in really far. Zukowski asks, you don't have any Zeal switches on hand? I do not. Zeals are too expensive. A my sex said, not just for crunch, but also ping if the springs are really bad. That is true. Pingy springs suck. have some fun trying to freaking close these switches in this holder thing. Yeah, I typically don't buy Zeal anything. It's just too expensive for me. And unfortunately, most of my friends don't use Zeals either. I think I might change my camera angle so focus is here more. Yeah, and that's a heavy premium for those switches. Alright, don't slip. Alright, now you can get all the detail. Oh, I need lotion. What's up with review for the tube? Do you use a loop station? Review for the tube? Is it gonna focus right though? Kind of. My hands are still pretty clean. One click you die. Coolius5420 says he bought cherry blacks for the same price as inks. Dang. Cherry blacks confuse me, you know? Because there's like... Let me move this a little bit away. Because there's like retool, pre-tool, vintage. I don't know. There's so many options. I would get confused. For real. Zerkowski says, I don't mind cream sound. I really like smoothness. So creams is just a little too clacky. And there is still scratch. I broke mine in for a little bit, for like a week or two. Still scratchy. And considering my board is IDB6 that has them, it doesn't help the sound. It keeps it scratchy. It doesn't like eat up any of it. Oh man, that sneeze, I just cramped my abs. Curly's5420 says, I was justified in thinking they were the cream of the crop. Cherry blacks? Nope, they're scratchy. Yeah, that's a bummer. Zerkowski says, I want blueberries, but I don't want them to not like the palm feeling. Blueberries are nothing like inks. Blueberries are tactiles that use cream housing. I imagine they're going to be a little scratchy. Inks are extremely smooth linears, so it's very different. One Click You Die said, I think most switches need a break in, maybe, in their opinion. I don't know. I really don't think creams are just worth it. People said, as long as you break it in, man. I'm like, dude, they sound like crap. Why would I use them stock for like months? Zerkowski says, won't blueberries feel similar to creams? Probably. We'll see. For a tactile, I'm more willing to hear more sound because of the friction of the tactile leaf. Or friction of the leaf. Stem legs on the leaf. So if it feels good or feels quieter than other tactiles, I'm with it. Okay, so my camera needs to be focused like right here. Alright, 1 second. I'm trying to like set the camera to where I loop comfortably because I don't want to do like this and just like stretch out because there's a long process. I'm trying to stay comfortable. Yuck blueberries. I mean, if you're not going to use the cream housing or the blueberry housing, you might as well just get creams, but Honestly, it was easier to get blueberries because less hype. Let's adjust the camera again. Man, my hand looks huge. Sorry, my hand's such a big portion of the screen. So review for the tube says someone already did blueberries in panda housings and they sounded way deeper than the palm. Interesting. Right. I forgot that the stem was different too. Is the stem of a blueberry the same material as the stem of a cream? Topering is always open for joining. I'm not a fan of the Topra. Tangy sound a lot clackier than inks. Yes. Inks got that deep sound. Okay, my camera's freaking out. It can't focus. Change. So this it'll focus on. But I'm over here. Zukowski asks, do you know what POM is? POM is a material with low coefficient of friction. But they sound like ass. You can make it a tactile and throw a blueberry stem in them. Blueberry stem and inks? They're all crazy if you're trying to make these Franken switches. It costs heck of money. I'm poor boy. Polyoxymethylene? Is that really it? I don't have my hands free to look stuff up right now. So like I mentioned before, I brush across all sides of the stem and then I brush down after. I'm really sensitive to the top of the slider, so I make sure I get that. It's kind of responsible for the upstroke clack. I like to mute it a little bit, make it a little deeper. So I make sure I get right at the top. In one of my videos, someone said like I don't like moving the stem. I was really confused. Because I obviously leave the stem in my housing, or in my video. Review for the tube says the white hairs on the brush threw him off. Yeah. It's easier to see. The lamp is pretty bright right here, so let me lower down the ISO. Or let me lower down my lamp. So you can get a better idea of how much lube I'm putting on. Let's see. This a little better? Yeah, you can see it. I can still see the reflection, so let's work with this. Yeah, some people only do stems. I think Obi does only stems. I think my big camera needs some more light. Yeah, okay. We're good now. Clean this up. It's a little bit troublesome to get that right balance. Yeah, I do have a lube guide on my YouTube channel. Whoever can find the link, feel free to post it. I'm using a 5-prong right here because I bought it when I was younger. I mean, not younger, newer to the hobby, and I didn't know. I got the wrong one. Also, exclamation mark keyboard links will get you the kit.co page, so you can see what products I use. My fiance is not into keyboards at all. Let me move this so there's some contrast so you can see the stem. Crafted Skill asks, why is Cartox 205G0 used so frequently? It's just the current wave. It's pretty popular. It makes switches sound deeper, and that's just what's popular right now. Apparently in Korea they still use Cartox 105 to kind of retain the clackiness of the switch. And that's just that's like an oil. So this is 105 right here. It's literally oil. So they lube it with this. You can compare it to 205G0, which is right here. That's like a milky substance, kind of thicker, way thicker than just oil. And the springs that I have in here, they were bag lubed. I'll be posting a video on how to bag lube switches, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, you know, all the YouTuber stuff. But yeah, that was a quick little tutorial I wanted to do, because when I was trying to figure out how to bag lube, no one had a tutorial. I had to look at streams and find the right timestamp. It's quite annoying. Hey, one click you die. You listening still? Curlish5420 says he saw a Reddit post about lubing springs with dielectric grease. It actually works. It does. Something thick will work. I got something to show you. This came from, I think from China, so we'll unbox this real quick. Oh my god, my hands are dirty. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this. I thought the bag was stained, but it's actually dirt. It's legit dirt. My hands are dirty now. Sorry I'm doing this all off camera. It's just a box, trust me. Alright, let's see. Alright, y'all see too much. I'm wearing shorts, my legs are really light. So this is the next build. Another one of One Click You Die's boards. Zirkowski says I'm gonna get TX springs and film Telios. Yeah? I don't really know how to use Telios, so. Get Sprit springs and TX films, you'd be happier. Get TX films. So in here is a KBD19X. It doesn't look like anything, but the PCB's here, the plate's here. Looks like a brass plate. Cherry stabs, which are meh. KBD fins, stabs, some screws, some bump-ons. Oh my god, these are fat bump-ons. Is it too bright? Look how thick those are. Look at that. It's the size of my freaking thumb. But this is... Ooh. Let me point that lamp away. KBD19X silver. Looks pretty sick. It came in one piece. I sprayed it. So we gotta get you some switches, man. Got the stabs. We'll figure out the cap situation. If anyone has like tangies or inks or Gadawan yellows, milky top, black bottom, let me know. I'm trying to get it for One Click You Die. Now my hands are a little dusty, so let me be right back. 1 second. Alright, we're back. I took this chance to lotion my hands a little bit too. Daily Clack has tangies in stock. I need some in stock. Barely Sing Q, thank you for the follow. I put too much lotion on it. It's gonna take me a while to... You want tactile One Click You Die? I got the blueberries. I mean, if you want tactile, after I test out the blueberries, I can just sell you those. I'm most likely not going to build with the blueberries unless they blow my mind, because I'm a linear boy. Yeah, let me test the blueberries. Nothing else, we can get you some T1s. I've been rubbing my hands forever. Let me zoom in. Right. Normally I don't like lotion. It's bad, but it's because I'm always touching my keyboard. I'll clean up that mess later. Just wanted to show you that on stream One Click You Die. It looks really nice. It's a big board though. Can someone tell me how many switches are in a 1800 layout? Because I bought 100 blueberries. I don't know if that's enough. Yeah, they look a little nicer now. But I've never seen my hands this close. Like my hand is like 10 times the size of my head right now. 100 covers it. Dope, dope. So yeah, let's do that. I thought you didn't want tactiles at one click, right? I was misled. Yeah, big boards. I use a small one now. Like super small, 6%. I just have to deal with a lot of layering. Well, I'm glad you picked something one click you die. I was like, man, this dude's never gonna pick a board. Crafted Skill says, are Zelios more sought out tactiles compared to Holy Pandas? It's a preference thing. Zelios, compared to Holy Pandas, Zelios have a sharper tactile bump that's earlier in the actuation, and it's gonna feel more tactile because it's sharper and earlier. Whereas the tactile bump on Holy Pandas is gonna be a little bit more rounded. But what makes the Holy Panda special is that the stem is a little bit longer, so at the bottom out, there's a really nice like raindrop type sound depending on the board. Alright, Streak says to check Discord. I'm in trouble. Alright, let's see how long this is going. Yeah. I'm gonna end this stream in about an hour, so at 9:45. Yeah, Streak's just coming by. He's gonna leave his board at the door. I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna sound test it, and I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna leave it back on the door, and he's gonna go. Social distancing sound test. I totally forgot, man, sorry. We'll see if we can finish this. Let's hustle. 45 minutes and I've done 20 stems. That's ridiculous. One Clicky Dice says you need to try the alpacas once you send it out. Yeah, so let's get this board out. I'll get it out Monday. And you'll have it during the week and then we can figure it out. I'll give me some time to work on the blueberries as well. Well, I'm gonna rush the blueberries to try to get it on YouTube as soon as possible. Okay, let me move this over. Zerkowski says, are those TX springs on your H1s? Yes, they are. I had the bag somewhere, but I lost it. Oh, right here. This is what it looks like. Cherry, 110 each, 65 gram.
If you talk all the time, you'll never hear what anybody else has to say. And therefore all you'll have to talk about is your own conversation. The same is true for people who think.
If I don't finish this before the end of the stream, I'll promise I will finish it tonight and you'll see a sound test tomorrow. I'll put it up early at like 8 AM PDT. I appreciate whoever's just hanging out. I'm trying out, I think I put on Just Chatting. Am I on Just Chatting? See how well it does? Yeah, Just Chatting. One of my buddies who's pretty big on Twitch said bigger audience on Just Chatting, but also more competition, so we'll see. I'm not doing anything too exciting. We got like 20-ish viewers. Yeah, metal would sound pretty horrible. It would sound pingy, metallic. Yeah.
Of liberation will blow the world to pieces.
Well, the closest thing you can get. Thank you for the follow 9 Get Rex. To be honest, You can try like metallics caps. Those get you a pretty metal sound already. My music is loud. How's it now? I should have lowered it for the stream. Good? Cool. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. It was like non-existent before. Yeah, I tried to do the music ducking thing, and that was really horrible. The listening experience was gross. And the music like stopped. Craft a Skill says, is this hot swap KBD67 Mark II likely to sell faster than the solder? 100%. Everyone's gonna want the hot swap. I got a bad habit of just wiping on my skin, so wipe it off. If you heard that Telios has spring ping, then you definitely want to swap out the springs. Review for the tube. What are you doing out in Cali in a month? Are you still gonna be traveling, man? I don't know if it's gonna be any better in a month. I ain't trying to travel anywhere. You have to and scheduled? Dang. One cook you die, so I guess there's like a best switch out there in terms of quality. It's all just preference, man. There's some notoriously bad switches, but there's no best switch. But if there's a bad part of a switch, you can usually fix it by swapping the spring, you can change out the stem. Every switch has its own characteristics that is useful. Sirkowski says 65 are light, aren't they? 70 are better for me at least. Compare it to whatever switches you already have. Do you have any switches on hand in a board, Sirkowski? And my favorite is a 65 standard spring. It's different for everyone. I tried slow curve, but I didn't like it that much. Gator Ink's pretty nice. Not Gator Inks, Gator Yellows. Spring's pretty nice. Agent Scarn says you just ordered 60 grams from TX. Congrats. 60's kind of light for me. 62 on the Alpaca was pretty light. I didn't like it. Craft a Skill was a favorite cookie switch if you had to choose. I'm not the guy to ask for cookie switches, but if you're trying to get something loud, I heard Box Jades are pretty good. And Navies. But that's all I know. I've heard those. Uttered in the same sentence as clicky. $65 is the truth. Damn, review for the tube, you crazy. 500? I don't think I even have 500 switches. It might be close. Why do you have so many switches? How many boards do you have is a better question. But do you have them for people, or just have them in stock for people to order? Because it's such a unique thing. I wouldn't want to have it on hand. 20 boards, Jesus, dude, you wild. Oh, for people, that's a lot to be building at the same time. X Curse said this is nice background music. Thank you. I just searched the word chill. Let's see what's playing. Get you all a better idea. This is Beautiful Chill Mix. I've had a pretty fast-paced, crazy week. Didn't sleep for a night, so I need some chill right now. That's true. If you're building a lot and you have the demand for it, stock up. I don't build that much. I try to stock up on films and springs though. But right now, I'm on my last set of stabs. I have one brand new box of stabs and one set of stabs I need to clean. And I'm gonna use the new stabs on the Savage and that's it. So I might have to do a new order from Prime KB. Alright, later Zakowski, thanks for hanging out. What's up, Who Dat Fan? Review for the tube. So you burned out right now? Dude, take a break, man. You shouldn't be burned out. But for real, with my work, I feel pretty burned out because I'm working so much. For some reason, the demand for construction is still sky high. So if you look at me brushing off the lube, I'm brushing out almost everything. I'm using the edge that's pretty clean. Brush across. Let's try to make this go a little faster. One Click You Die said everyone in his neighborhood's going ham on construction. Dude, I know. Stop. No one's going anywhere, please. Crafted Skill says, review for the tube says, that's what I do also with lube. Yeah, I have a lot of 205G0 on hand. Nice little baggie that I won't run out of. Crafted Skill says, did blue, brown, and red kale switches go out of style? Kale switches? Are those the kale box switches? They're just not that popular, I don't think. Gateron is the copy, more or less, of Cherry. So people use Gaterons a little bit, but Gateron Yellow is the pretty popular one, and it's not in pre-builts usually. There's usually a Gateron Black, Red, and Brown to try to match the Cherry. Once you get into customs, there's a whole new world of switches. Yeah, they're kind of default. Crafted, so did drop give you a resolution for your PCB? They want more pictures. Good luck, man. Quinn Manthra says drop only offer $10 for the botch key sound the Tokyo 60 when the add-on was 30. Drop customer service has been a little bit of a miss for me recently. Craft skill, they said they want 10 pictures for what? Oh, this is direct from Keychron, not drop. Review for the tube says loving the stream. So chill, needed to watch this and the music is very right. Yeah, no drama. Yeah, we're just chilling right now. It's Friday, it's been a long week. I don't know how students are doing, but whoever's working right now, damn, I'm getting slammed. I haven't heard SA Laser having any problems, so you should be good, Quinn Mantha. Kratos, do they want 10 photos before you soldered it? Because you could have just been like, I misunderstood your directions, I went ahead and soldered it, this is what it looks like. Review for the tube. Working from home gets pretty stressful too, just because it's really hard to focus because it's your household. Me and my fiance have been having trouble with that. Like staying driven to keep hustling. Just get burned out because you're just working non-stop because you don't have to drive anywhere. The schedules get blurred, the days get blurred. I forgot which day of the week I didn't even sleep. I think it was Wednesday. Review for the tube. You need to sleep. Sleep is important. Xenon TV says, what's some boards you'd love to have but you don't? I mean, Endgame's board would be nice to have. I'd love a number 165. I love a Jane V2 CE. But those are like way up here. Matrix 2.0 would be cool. But I'm not a huge fan of Matrix boards because they don't take Heine PCBs. I have the Satisfaction 75 and it's been pretty nice. I don't know if it's worth $1,000 though. The Jane V2 CE is wild, but I have zero hope of ever getting it. I just like the weight on Jane's. Box whites sound loud. Crafted skill. A black salamander? Damn, review for the tube, crazy. Salamanders are really nice. I just ordered the Noxray 268.2. 4-month turnaround. We'll see how that turns out because of the pandemic. But I want to support my boy Zondat, so pretty excited for that board. Practical Skill says his girlfriend likes the box whites, and he wakes up at 7 a.m. to that. Oh, unfortunate. banned from the bedroom. Xenon TV says someone's selling black Sala for 900. That's pretty expensive. And I'm sure that's around the price it's supposed to be, because I remember it being just under 1,000. But damn, that price hurts. Salta says I hella lube my stems. Yeah, probably. I did this with my inks. Let me finish this one and take a look at it. The only switches I have that are slow are the ones I lubed twice. Let's see if I get close. Can we get closer? How close can I get this? I don't think it's that much. I think you guys just freak out because I'm brushing it so much. Yeah, that's why I was like, people said from a YouTube video, I'm not lightly lubing, but like I'm not even going into the middle of the lube. I'm grabbing a bit on the edge and I'm brushing it all off. Yeah, it's 205G0. So what I end up with, it's hard to see because I'm using a white brush. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna blow out. I can't. It's really hard to show you. You're not supposed to put it on your hands. It's unsafe. Didn't you get the ping from Krellbit? Sometimes it like globs up on the leg, but that's just because it's a corner. I'm trying to set a good example of you for the tube. I think you can see it on the stem too. Either way, some people do like just one swipe. I definitely don't do that. So if that's what you're talking about, that's like extreme light for me, where you retain almost all of the clack, which I do not like, because if I wanted to retain the clack, I would just use these stock because they're already smooth enough. So some people just do this, just like, and then, okay, done. I was like, what the fuck? Alright. I like to make sure there's a layer on it. But it's not thick. It's like scraped on. Yeah, like, I love deep sounds, which is why I don't like creams. Alright. In the interest of time, we're gonna finish these, drop it onto the board. Maybe it's just the alphas. Do a quick little test, and then I'll try to finish the rest. But my buddy's coming over, and I don't want to keep him waiting. And I think he's leaving soon. He's not coming over. He's just gonna drop off the board. But I totally forgot. I like pushed back my stream today too far. Every time I schedule a stream, I'm like, damn it, I need more time. Yeah, for real. Never enough time. Sometimes I'm like, yo, I need to eat. That's gonna take up time. Want to flex the stickers. Boba Fett, Zarya, some Q stickers. I love this one from Prime KB. Review for the tube. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, man. MX Bad, Lucio, my favorite hero in Overwatch, and Winston. Craft a skill. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Y'all are too kind. I'm just out here lubing some switches while like 18 people watch. It's weird, huh? Yeah, so like some videos where people lube, they like dip the brush in the center of 25G0 and I freak out. Like, oh my god, so much to lube. I'm just taking the excess on the edge and just working with that. Dang, I appreciate your review for the tube. My first sub. Popped your sub cherry. That's weird to say, isn't it? Zion TV says it dropped the switch in the loop. Some of my buddies are saying they take the switch and they dip it for the bottom. And I'm like, no, no, no. I refuse. I can't control that. It took me a while just to get into bag looping. I'll do a quick little tutorial right here since the video's not up. Install the bag. Alright. I dropped a bunch of springs. Alright. So bag looping. I had a bag of springs, right? I empty them into plastic Ziploc and I get some of this oil and I drop it onto the springs inside the bag. So it's like open like this. I drop it off in there. And then I close it like this. Close it almost all the way. And you have a little bit opening. You blow it up. Close that. I did a poor job. Let me do that again. It's too stressful. I can't do this. Now you have this bag. I'll go on this camera. And you just shake it. Use both hands, shake it, do whatever. Do it for like 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. You'll get it all covered. And to see if your springs are covered well, unfortunately you're going to have it on your hands. PC Catron. PC at Pacatron. Thank you for the follow. You can just pick up the spring. You feel lube on the edge. That means you did a good job. And you shouldn't be able to see any lube. See how it's like fuzzy? Hazy, well, mostly because I just blew into it, but it should be even across. You shouldn't see any globs of oil in there. Salted says, where did you get your 105? I got it from TX. I think they just went on sale again today. Yeah, oil is very hard to find, and unfortunately using the lube deck uses half a bottle each time, and that's just so much oil. Paul Catron. Thank you for the follow, Paul. Yo, someone sent me some Zeal 258G0. I've noticed differences everywhere I get lube because of the way some people mix. Well, 205G0 should be 205G0, but there's like different companies you can get it from. The Novel Keys one is definitely a little bit less thick than the one from Switch Mod. Oh, 205G0 mixed with 105. Well, 205G2 with 105 is different, yeah. Some people swear by that lube, but I don't know. 205G0 already works for me. I don't want to mess around with it. 205G0 is definitely the best. GHV4, where do you get that from? Very, very, very thick. I would use those on creams then. Maybe make it sound and feel better. Salted says maybe I'll hold out for a Gray Savage. Gray Savage is nice. That's the next round though. That should be like mid-May and May. I got the green just because I want something different. And I appreciate One Click You Die for letting me hold on to my GMK Olive. I was gonna sell it to him, but I wanted to keep it because I got the Green Savage the other day. So if anyone got GMK Olive, hit your boy up. I need to get it for One Click You Die for his silver board. I feel bad. I really wanted to sell it. Then the Green Savage caught my eye. I was like, ooh, it's kind of fire. I want it. Review for the tube. Were you trying to get a 6.25U plate or a 7U plate? I heard the 6.25U plate was instantaneously out. And what color are you trying to get? You want it just black? I got a 7U. Did the music stop? Let's see. Oh no, it's still going. Damn, man, I'm sorry. So were you trying to get the 6.25U? I think it was 20 units total. So don't feel bad. Yeah, I think having an in-stock board is a good placeholder. I'm definitely going to use it for at least a month or two until my other boards come in. Alright, we're almost done with the 50. I saw the new thing 6.5, but I heard from various people that it doesn't look that good. Well, like the Cyber Voyager has crazy colors too, right? I didn't see what the colors were of the thing 6.5. I just wasn't that interested in it. Ooh. Freaking lube rolling around. Feels like I've got a bunch of stains on this mat already. It's okay, this is my least favorite mat right now. That's why it's here being used to build. Okay, this stem has a little bit of lube. Let's try to wipe some off. Baby blue and pink in the render? Is that the one that's supposed to look like bento? Or am I mistaken? Okay, let's see if these will close. Zion TV asks, do you still have the SAT 75? I do. but I'm not using it because I'm trading it out. Ooh, that's nice. Xenon TV and Salted asked what I'm trading it for. I'm trading for a Matrix 2.0. Craft a skill. When the pandemic wasn't around, did you bring a cube to work? I had one for work and I had one for home. Sometimes I moved them around. So that's why I usually had 2 boards. Zion TV says he'll trade his Corsair K70 for a Matrix 2.0. With money. With like $1,000. 1,300 more like. Honestly, if you're not, as long as you're not getting Zelios. Well, Zelios gonna be loud. People are gonna know it's Zelios if you're in open office. But linears are fine. T1s are fine too. We're moving in the right direction. Shoot, I just pulled the film off. Alright, I'm gonna do this one manually. It's so weird putting this on in the loop deck, the loop station. Some people swear by getting a silent board for work though. Alright, let me zoom out. So when I'm working with switches and I put it together, I put it up to my ear so I listen for consistency. And also to check if I applied my film correctly. Because if you don't place your film correctly, it'll make a clicking sound. If your Amp Pro 2 with Browns was too loud, your Zelos are gonna be way louder. Hey, One Click You Die, you changed your name finally to your YouTube user. Smooth like butter. Yeah, I can tell, man. It's pretty clear. So the turquoise Telios turned out alright? I remember you talking about it on one of the prior streams. Random box on box asks if there's any switches that sound good without filming them. There's some that you can't film, like Holy Pandas. I typically film all my switches though. Interesting. If I just get one bad switch, I just call it like bad QC, honestly. You can't film Holy Pandas because I think it's a kale housing. It's too thick. They're just fat switches. I'm pretty sure these are 3 mils. Because if you look, it's like 1/2. Like this is brand new. It's like 1/2. It's not. If it were full, it'd be like 10 mil. But I think he's using a 10 mil container. These are from Switchmod. Do my QCs. Everything sounds pretty good so far. This is definitely much easier. Oh shoot. As I say, it's much easier, and then I almost screw up. Definitely much easier than doing them by hand. It's pretty comfortable. Buick63, thank you for the follow. I'm not sure if this is 5 mil or 3 mil, but I got it from Switchmod. Buick63 says best linear switches without lubing. Any Duroc linear, so the Alpaca, the Mauve, Everglide Red Coral, or even these H1s, they're pretty usable, unlubed, though they're really smooth. Lubing just changes the sound signature. Tangies like almost definitely need lubing. They're smooth, but they just sound so horrible without lubing and filming. Rototiller, hello friend. Shoot, I'm gonna mess this one up. Alright, I screwed this one up. Review for the tube says the 205G0 I got from Zeal was supposed to be 5G, but it was, which is 5 mil, but it was 2.5 mil, so I contacted them. Dude, yeah, they better send out the rest. That's a scam. Oh crap. Line up. $5G is 2.5 mil. I thought it was 1 for 1. What's up, Mushmouth? Oh, crap. These films are giving me trouble. I'd have to check. I buy from the same vendors all the time, so I don't know. Mushmouth, what do you mean shallow? Is it like this? Is it just like really long? These are 10 rows of 10. Everything's just black. I can't see what's going on. Oh, yeah, this has some elevation to it. It's really nice. It's like high profile. It might be a URL. Lala, you can send me that link and I'll post it. Send it to me on Discord. I think it my Streamlabs bot stops URLs. It's just symbols? Oh. weird. I'll try to fix that. Yeah, so the other loop station I've seen is pretty flat too. Crafter Skill says, just recommend lubing Zelos in a hot swap or just going back stock for beginner? Yeah, I lube every switch, man, even as a beginner. Unless they're clickies. Click bar switches do not need lube. I think you ruin the click bar if you lube those. Mushmouth, did you change did you spring swap or no? This one needs Mushmouth, yeah, I'm using 65 grams. This one, oh, it wasn't closed all the way. Oh, I thought I under lubed it. Just wasn't closed. Random Box Unbox asks if anyone lubes those basic cherries. Most people don't, but I find that beginners try to want to lube their cherry MX Browns. They can sound okay, as long as you lube it properly. I don't recommend doing the spray lubing. Hi Dr. Huru, what's up? BUX63 asks, performance or sound difference with hot swappable switches versus soldering to the PCB? It sounds better soldered, in my opinion. For most purposes, it's going to be the same. Lala, send me the link on Discord and I'll post it in the chat. I don't think you'll time me out. Post. This is what Lala posted. Y'all can discuss. I don't know what it is. Alright, so got 30 minutes. I'm feeling like there's more upstroke clack. Doctor Who asks, how's H1 compared to alpacas? From my testing the other day on the last stream, it sounds like there's a deeper tone out of the H1s, but I really wanted to hear it in a full board. And these are H1 switches. I spring swapped them and I'm filming and lubing them, but I'm not swapping for cherry tops. Some people highly recommended that. I opted not to. So I want to get it in a kind of almost a full board. I'm running out of time, so I won't be able to do a full board. I'm just dropping other switches into the edges. But testing in a full board will get you the average. Xenon TV, just send me the link and I'll post it. Or is it another symbol thing? I don't know why people are trying to why you guys spam symbols. I don't understand. What are you typing that requires so many symbols? Alright, did I get something from Zion? It's a Google thing. Y'all can figure it out. I believe you can science it. Dr. Huru says, will you be building it in the next stream? And I think I will do another build, like an actual build. But for this one, it's gonna give. I need some time. These switches into a soldered board. I want to build this Monday. UPass already sent out the Savages, and that's the board I'm gonna be building these into. Mushmouth asks if I use cubifoams. I use them on my creams. I'm getting another set tomorrow because I'm going to put them into blueberries. They work on the kale creams housings because they're thinner. Shit. I mean, if you go talk to the vendor, they're going to correct you because they sell the stuff. Milliliters is volume, so it depends on the weight for grams. So if that's it, all right, let's stop talking about the units. Just review for the tube. Just email the vendor. Let him tell you. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back. All right. I'm gonna use Gather and inks to just fill the spaces for the sound test. I wanna make sure I hit all the alphas with this, with these H1s. Zon TV says, when is the 2.0 coming in? The 2.0 is coming in, I don't know, it's coming from China. They said 2 weeks, and they sent it out this Monday. Random Box Unbox asks, is this a brat play, Sandy, saying that the KBD19 would have? Yes, it is. Mushmouth says, I'm using them because I ran a TX, feel the same and sound the same, but installing them is so much harder. Mushmouth, are the cable films harder because of the thinness and they move around? Design TV, I'm doing an in-person trade. So I'm gonna mask up and drive out and meet them near my city. They're sending them to a proxy. Review for the tube. So how do you like H1 switches? I think they sound pretty deep. So I'm gonna run with them. We'll see. Oh crap. Mushmouth says they aren't as rigid as TX. That's true. So I only use them for creams because I had to. Quinn Mantha asked, bring a 6-foot stick to make sure they keep the distance. I could put it on the floor and be like, you come here, I back this way. You check out, I check out that one. As long as you don't cough on each other and sanitize after, I think we'll be fine. But I would not do an international trade without in-person meeting. .2.0 straight from Yuhan? Yeah. Shoot, this pin is jacked up. I poke them if they get too close. I'm pretty sure we can understand to not be up in each other's faces. Oh crap. Major bent pin action. I'm gonna grab a tool real quick. This one pin is like zigzagged. So it looks like I will have enough switches. I was concerned. I just need to hit the alphas and I'll fill the rest with others. Make sure I get these mods. Yeah, the idea of trading a board internationally and not meeting in person is so scary to me. I just don't trust people. See, the music stopped. Oh no, it's still going. Did RuneScape break my trust? Dude, I forget the last game that I was doing trades like that. I forget the last game that had trades. The only RPG game I play right now is Guild Wars 2. And there's no trading system. There's sending. You can just straight send via mail. I guess you can trade that way. Remember trading in Gunbound though. That's a throwback. Mushmouth asks how the Valorant grind is going. I haven't been playing. It's just the pacing is just too wild for me. It's like slow, and then in 2 seconds you could be dead. And I was like, oh man, that's it. All right, so we're gonna fill the rest with inks, just so it fills the board, so it sounds proper. These keys are not going to be pressed for the sound test. These are stock GAT Ink V2s. Evolami says, fan of your YouTube channel? Thank you, thank you. I do my best. Okay, these GAT inks do not like this plate. Zion TV asks, what shows do you like? I'm watching Money Heist right now. The mob video. The mob video is where I had to admit I was wrong. That was not fun, but had to be done. People make mistakes. Yeah. That was the last time I had someone lube for me for a sound test. Oh my god, I'm gonna crush my fingers trying to get these inks in. So if I do sound tests, I should lube it myself so it's consistently my way. Now where are my caps? Cool. What are we looking at? Cool. Inks do not like tight brass plates, for real. Yeah, definitely problems going in. Let's move this quick. I need some letters on here to guide me. Okay, we just need to start. One. Mushmouth knows I'm cheating. That's why I'm looking up. You sharp, you sharp. That's why you always gotta have a board on hand. Your backup board, not just to type and respond, but to see which keys go where. Random Boxing Box says, will you review cat profile caps at one point? Sure, if I get my hands on them. I'm not going to buy them though. I haven't had good luck trying out new profiles. Doctor Who says, have you ever purchased a Lin Whale? If you have, where'd you buy it from? Lin Whale is one of the high-end boards. My friend had one. You can find it on Reddit Mech Market or the Mech Market Discord. But the best bet would be to find people, find a community of people. They probably know if one of their buddies is selling a board of that caliber. James Keverin, thank you for the follow. Almost there, almost there. We're racing against the clock. Evilami, thank you for the follow. Glad you watch my YouTube channel as well. Dang it, I messed something up. Oh. Keycap puller? Pjn TV says, I was considering buying a Lin Whale, but someone has a black one in mint condition. A Lin Whale is great. What plate is available on that one? Oh, stock switches versus lubed ones are so bad. Yes, I'm from the OC, Valami. My USB-C cable fell. Alright. Let's get this going. If you have any last minute questions, ask in the chat now. After the sound tests, I gotta bounce. I'll do a faster sound test. 50 word. Hold on, I need to test that the keys work. QK configurator. With hot swap, it's likely that you'll bend some pins. Because I know my tab doesn't work right now. Now there's my caps lock, but it's fine. The important keys will work, so let's do this test. We're going to try to do a 50 word to see how fast I can go. Ooh, unfortunately that was not great. Let's do another one where I don't talk. forgot the window capture, but 149. Yeah, I cheated the backspace. It's a fake split backspace. Kind of backspace right here. Yeah, these are spring swapped. Vancouver Nams asked, "Did you get 765?" I did. Roto Tiller said, "Ooh, Thaki." It is. I definitely like the sound, but unfortunately, the KBD67 Mark II is not bringing out the best of the quality of the sound. The brass plate is just a cheaper board. It doesn't sound amazing, but I can see the potential in the Switch, and I think it would sound a lot better in my other boards. Thank you for the follow, Fate25. Vancouver NAM, when are we going to see what replaces the SAT75? I'll tell you what's going to replace it once I do the meetup and do the trade, because the Matrix 2.0 that I'm trading the SAT75 for is not the board I'm going to keep. I'm trading that to my friend who's going to give me his board, but his board isn't made yet. It's supposed to come in May, but it's going to come in June probably. And I just want to make sure the trade goes through first before I start talking. That's all. So as long as the first trade goes through, I'll let y'all know the secret. But yes, I really like how this sounds. Thank you for the donation, Random Bucks Unbox. Check him out on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel under the same name. K25 says, "How do you feel about H1?" I like it. It's deeper. Like there's a test I did from the last stream that I chopped it up so you can be more digestible. Working on finishing the video, but in that little chopped up video, you can compare the sound. It sounded very close to the thockiness of an ink. I don't know if it sounds like a vintage black because I haven't lubed vintage blacks yet. I will soon. Thank you for the follow, Elise C. Elise C asks, "What springs you swap to?" I swap to TX 65 gram springs. Yuvalami says, "Are you a 7 person?" I am. Colonel Gentleman, thank you for the follow. Random Box Unbox says, "Thank you for the stream. This was badass. More to watch." Yeah, get the courage and do it on your own. Hopefully I can help you in that process. I'll answer any questions. All right. I think I have to get ready for my buddy to drop off the board. Thank you for hanging out on the stream. Make sure you hit the exclamation socials. Follow me on the other social accounts. I'm just kind of announcing these streams on Twitter, and I put the schedule on my Twitch page. But thank you for hanging out. Stay safe, stay inside, and I'll see you all the next stream. I'll try to stream tomorrow. I'll be doing more builds. I will talk. I think I'll be streaming again a rebuild of the HG75 that I built last time because there was an issue. We had to replace the PCB, so we'll probably do that tomorrow, and some more looping. All right, peace. See y'all later.